back. The Breakdown Boys, Wade and Sensei.
Ooh.
Today's a special one, Sensei. That's right. You see it. You see what we doing over here, boy.
My boy's been cooking. Here we go again. My
Here-
boy's setting trends this time, though.
Dude.
He is setting trends, dude.
What is going
Trendsetter.
on? What is there anything about me that just makes people want to come after me? What is it, man? Do I give off some kind of energy? What's going on?
Dude, I don't know what it is, dude. I think it's because you're opinionated and
Very much so, to be fair.
You mean what you say,
Yep.
and you're not afraid to say something.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes it throws people a little off because they're like, this guy's saying it? And he's
Yeah.
like, I've been saying it. Where you been?
So
I've been keeping it 100. I've been keeping it a buck.
facts. So let's just take a look here. Today, if people don't know, I have been called out by the great Low Hands Logan Paul himself. Logan Low Hands.
Low hands Logan. Wow.
Low Hands Logan, bro. Low hands, low self-esteem, low morals Logan.
Oh.
That's the
My
guy.
man is swinging for the
It's the
fences,
guy. It's the
dude.
guy. But it also turned into, I guess, KSI versus Wade #2. So let's go through the whole thing. Did you see any of this?
I saw a bit of it. On
Right.
Twitter too. I on Twitter. I remember I called you. I'm like, here we go again, bro. What's going on, dude? You cooking? I knew it too, because we were gonna record a video for the breakdown, and I'm like, he's 100% in the lab right now. So let me text him and call him, and then he was like, when I called him, he was like, you know, so I was like, yeah, my boy's in the lab right now.
I was making the Logan video while you called me. But
Yeah.
listen, I just respond. You know what I'm saying? You roll up on the radio guy, I just respond. All right? So
Yeah.
let's take a look at what Logan had to say about a video I made about him and his boxing technique.
A lot of people that want to see me shut him up. Everyone's watching for different reasons, but as long as you're watching, we're good.
I would have agreed with the murder thing up until like a couple days ago. I saw some sparring footage of you. You haven't learned anything over the past couple of years. Your head movement looked really bad. Your foot movement was the same. Your hands were still
what
down.
sparring
and
footage you talking about?
There was a sparring footage that dropped. It was a clip. I'll be honest, it was a short clip.
How short?
Like 1 second, maybe 2 seconds, but long enough for to make a 12.
Yo, don't
Look
even
at Jake.
say
No,
that
look at
dude's
Jake.
name.
Yeah, Jake drinking that
Oh.
water, buddy. He said, let me
Jake
just...
already like, I don't want to. Here we go again. I'm
I
in the middle.
know, dude. And that's the
Yes.
problem is, like, I didn't want...
But long enough
yeah,
for
we ain't trying to...
make a.
I didn't want, like, any of this. I saw people were like, oh, Jake didn't defend you. Jake didn't. I'm like, he has no
Bro.
responsibility to defend me. That's what I'm here for. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that was a weird thing. But, yeah, man, listen. Shouts to Jake. Well, you know what it is.
12.
Yo, don't even say that dude's name. Yo, don't
Video.
even say that
Nah,
dude's name.
that was crazy.
Yo, how
bro.
desperate you gotta
He
be
made a
to
12-minute
see
video.
2 seconds of sparring footage in the middle of a combination and make a 10-minute video out of it. How do you even do that? If I could milk life like that, I would. Honestly, all power to the
Oh
guy.
yeah, shout out to
Honest,
him,
that's
bro.
that's incredible to be able to like make something out of nothing, and then the fact that people like, who are you
tight.
to be commenting anything
Oh,
about
that
fighting?
deep breath. That's a
Do you
that's a
know
deep
even
breath right
anything
there,
about the
son.
sport, or are you a commentator? Do you engage in the activity? And I think, like you said it, and you posted something funny the other day on Instagram.
I like how they gave Jake the double shot treatment. Jake's just like, bro. But again, not in Jake's position, so he's just trying to get through this.
Something about combat. So many armchair quarterbacks. Why does everyone that watch fighting think that they know fighting?
So that was Logan's take there. Now, he's.
Wait,
I
did
would
Jake say anything?
He starts going here. I'll show you.
He needs to throw the jab more.
this guy with potato chips, fucking shirt up here with his stomach out, like,
Hey, that's
yeah,
That's
you
me
gotta
right
throw the
there.
dab more.
I mean, it is true.
What are you talking about?
And it's such a big problem in the sport. But it's funny because like even I remember growing up watching fights with Dad, and he's yelling at the TV saying,
I love the
and
pivot.
like then I was like, my dad knows. But thinking about it now, I'm like, he was yelling at the TV for them to that he doesn't really know about.
yeah.
And I also think it's a larger problem in the sport because most boxing judges haven't fought in the ring or been in an actual fight. And so how could they judge whether or not a punch is more effective than the other one, or where it's placed on the body? Do they know that certain body punches?
So Jake goes into
Hurt.
very much like scientific
Gotcha.
detail, but
Gotcha.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gave him the pivot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like that guy. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
let's talk about it, right?
Yes.
Logan's assessment of what I do isn't necessarily inaccurate. I'm not the most high-level expert in the sport of boxing and/or combat sports. I'm not a pro boxer. I don't do those things. But what I didn't hear him argue was what I said,
Right.
which was odd. I thought if it was so upsetting to the point where my name had to be bleeped on your podcast and you scream with 45 neck bulges coming out of your face that you can't say my name, why is it that you can't just talk about what I said?
This is clearly not about boxing.
No, it's not.
Because if there was nothing else, if there was no other subject that was intertwined into this, and it was just your reaction to his sparring footage, there wouldn't be this reaction.
No. And
so the reaction isn't even genuine, because you can tell that it's, sarcastic. You see the, you know what I mean? The whole vibe of it when Mike starts talking about it, and then Logan, again, which this is harmless. Like you doing a video like this is harmless. It's the other stuff that really stings.
Yeah, the CryptoZoo stuff that he doesn't like. For
That
sure.
Now
he's got to
we
way
gotta
back.
stand up and say something.
Now he's got to way back. But the thing is, I love the meme of it now. That's like, wait, break down five, whatever. That's
I
kinda
know.
funny
I
to
said
me.
you set a trend. Now,
Yeah.
anytime that someone puts out sparring footage right now,
What's
it's
up?
like, wait, where you at?
What's
Where
up?
you at?
I'll take
Which
that.
is, by the way, you've been here the whole time,
Yeah.
doing it the entire time.
It's just when people,
We're like,
you know
what?
what I'm saying? When people didn't like certain opinions, they started to stack on.
Now
But
they highlight. Now that it's being highlighted,
Of course.
by said players,
Of course.
now it's being talked about.
which is, that again, that's the game. You know what I'm saying? They have their opinions of me. I have my opinions of them. It was funny to watch Logan have an out-of-body experience at the mere mention of my name because I'm his Walter White. That's why.
what could honestly
Say
what threw me
my
off was
name, Logan.
Was the the thing that threw me off the most though was when he said that people actually care. I'm like, well, they're
was
talking about
perplexed.
you.
He was
They're
perplexed.
talking about I'm like, they're talking about Logan.
Yeah.
So
Why
it's
do you
weird,
think
like,
people
yeah.
care?
I'm like, when you put out, we talked about this with fighters. Like when you put out short content, even if it's small, it's a glimpse into something, because the guys don't put out anything, which is, I understand, it's sparring footage.
I was going to say, cool. Don't do it.
So when you do put out something, even if it's a glimpse, it's going to get highlighted, as it should, because you're the biggest names in the game. Yep. If somebody else put out sparring footage, no one would care. The only reason it gets this kind of hype is because it's Logan Paul. But that's a testament to who he is in the space. So I thought it was a little backwards when he goes, I can't believe people care. I'm like, well,
and he
if
put
Floyd
it out.
puts out, if Floyd put out one punch of him in sparring, like in his heyday, and he has a fight coming up, bro,
Yeah, bro.
immediately,
We running it.
you know?
And
So,
Logan
I mean,
put
it's
it
not-
out.
It's nothing new.
He put it
I know.
out and was like, "Oh, it dropped." Like, no, dude, you put it out. What are you talking about? And then, yeah, it was just a whole goofy thing. It was funny watching Logan say he wished he could milk something out of nothing, and that was milking
that was
life.
wild.
That's crazy.
I'm like, bro, first of all, we're on YouTube. It's about like
That's
the
Logan's
content we
entire career.
I know, you're creating content anyway, so it doesn't like. I don't know.
Logan made
it's
a
so annoying
career.
because you're making that argument when you're arguing with your boy, but like, bro, you're changing the subject here. We know that you're pissed about something else, and you're taking it out on me on this thing that's stupid.
But either way, Logan that was his entire vlog career, was making something out of nothing, faking videos and
Literally.
acting like they were real. That's what it
Or
was.
even if it was real, something small, and make it bigger.
Exactly. I'm colorblind, so here are these glasses that completely made me see color that totally didn't. He stood in front of a window and got shot in the back and threw blood all over him so his little 10 and 11-year-old fans waving outside could see it. So that's what you did, Logan, on video. And the desperation, I said this in my video, that if we're talking about desperation for videos, I think Logan's the last person to say anything about that, because
Facts.
we know how desperate you can get for some YouTube
But again,
content.
this is what happens. You get caught up in the heat of it, and you're
Yeah,
upset
bro.
about something else, and you don't want to talk about the thing that you're upset about.
Facts.
And all of a sudden, you start making an argument that doesn't make sense.
I can sit down with Logan. I told him this on my video. Like, we'll sit down and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You got issues with what I say, just tell me where I'm wrong. Show me.
Yeah.
Because I if you don't put anything out, I won't say anything. If you put something out, I'm gonna say what I see. And I'm not the only one saying it, by
Right,
the way. It's
right,
not like
right,
I came up with some revolutionary idea that Logan primarily relies on his athletic ability and doesn't necessarily take that next step in his technical ability and his prowess. That's been his entire boxing career. It's a pattern of things that I've seen and you've seen, and anybody that's really watched his footage has seen for 2 years. And that's a choice, by the way. If Logan wants to do that, that's fine. It's just I'm going to say, hey, listen, you've chosen this route. This would be something I think would benefit you in the long term. But
Yeah, and you can only go off what you see as well.
that's what I'm saying. But Sensei, it didn't stop there. And by the way, shout out Geriatric Mike. Shout out Mike, man. Been a fan of the channel for a couple of years now. I appreciate him watching. Like and subscribe next time, Mike. But there was also another heavy hitter in the influencer boxing scene that had some things to say. By the
look
way,
at Logan's defense. What are we saying?
oh yeah, go ahead. What are we saying? Milton walking him down, throwing some slappy shots at him. Same.
I when I saw this, it made me, it's reminiscent of what I seen with him and Milton before. I remember their first like open workout.
Yep.
They were a little discombobulated a little bit.
Yeah, Milton hit him in the face.
I was gonna say that was definitely more on Milton. I think I was watching Logan being like, I think Milton was like kind of rushing. I felt like the workout, and Logan was trying to go at like his own, like at a certain pace.
They were just not,
And I remember Logan going like, "Coach, what are you doing, dude?" Like it reminded me of myself, and I'm like, "Dang, like, Coach, what are we doing here?" You know. But I think Logan, he does look the same. But again, I feel like he's the same, but is he better? He's got to be better because even if you're doing the same stuff, you're just better
at the same stuff.
Right. So you're just gonna be better. Yeah. So maybe these things work, but stylistically, it's the same. It wasn't like when we saw when Jake made a clear style difference.
Yep.
When
I would say
he changed camps.
When Jake,
even JJ.
Yeah, I mean JJ's had some. I think JJ is more the same though. I think JJ.
But if you look at his arc from the beginning, there's clear
there's differences.
When he first trained with Vidal, the Joe Weller, and then when he trained with Leon a little bit more, and then he started. You see some things that he's trying to implement stylistically.
Yeah.
That you see different things that he tries to do each time. Where again,
has the bladed stance, has a little
small
bit more
footage, small to see here, but it looks like I remember seeing footage JJ on the back, he's throwing his hooks a little bit different. Oh, he's trying things were a little bit different. Whereas Logan looks the same, except he's got more sparring footage, more training.
Yep.
So he's going to be a little bit faster, a little bit quicker, make better reads.
Yep. Just better at the thing. Like you said, you practice how you play. You better at the thing you practice. But yeah, this was
look at that breakdown, dude.
Hey, 9 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Did we do it
9
quick
seconds.
enough?
And that's in slow motion. So that's only what? That's only honestly 2 seconds.
Yeah, facts. I don't know if we did it quick enough for everybody watching. I know I didn't spend 10 minutes on it, but hey, we tried there for you.
Do it again. I can keep going.
There you go.
I can spend 2 hours on this.
KSI had a couple things to say.
Ooh,
your boy, knowledge,
JJ.
strength, and integrity. Now legacy. I feel like legacy. It's KSIL, I feel like now. Kasel. Because he's got the legacy. Kasel. But
Wade's
there was.
going in, bro.
I'm just saying, he got the new tattoo.
I love it.
So this was said the day that Logan's podcast came out, without anyone tagged, of course, because God forbid you put the man's name in there that you're talking about. He goes, "There's a reason I hardly show any sparring footage anymore. Some people just don't have a clue and will never understand." I feel like he typed this out while sitting in a park on a bench by himself, and the music was playing in the background.
I get why you don't upload footage if you're a fighter, because you don't want any tells to show, maybe new things that you learn that you're working on.
Yeah, for sure.
But some people just don't have a clue and will never understand. I mean, that's accurate. I mean, people, if you post footage out there, someone who's commentating on it isn't going to know everything that you've done because you haven't put everything out there.
Well,
you put a glimpse out there. Right. You put the footage out there, and then we're going to commentate on it, put our predictions, give our opinions. I mean, that's what we want. This is what the scene is about.
Yep.
We want us to just not say anything. Sick, bro. Just sick.
No, that's not. They don't want us to not say anything. They want us, or these two want people to say, "Great job, well done. You're a killer.
Oh,
You're destroy.
I see.
You're the best in the world. You've always been the best in the world, and there's no flaws or there's nothing. There's no flaws or any sort of damage that could be done by saying the truth of what it is that we see. That's truly kind of the whole deal there, which is unfortunate because I get that criticism sometimes is tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, I get that sometimes I'm maybe a little more tough with some people than others. It's only when I'm saying stuff like that. Like, even in the Logan video, I was like, I think Logan can be one of the best in the scene if he just did this, and this a little differently. I was saying to him, I was like, I think Logan has the talent to be one of the best. We've said that here.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that. I just think, okay, maybe if you change up the style a little bit, but I don't know. Like I said, sometimes maybe it's a criticism thing. I have a tough time taking criticism from like people close to me sometimes that I feel like don't know what they're talking about. So maybe that's it. I don't know.
Hey, like, you know what? We are the champions of the world.
Facts, bro. We're the champs of the world here in the United States. NBA.
No, bro. Honestly, for me, I get like a little thrown back by the reaction because that's all I see. If I were to, when I look at a video, like if I have sparring
What do you
footage,
want
the
me to
reason
do?
I
Yeah,
have
exactly.
sparring footage is so I can critique it, and my
Yeah.
coaches can, and my instructors can. So when I put footage out there, like I usually have like some sort of sarcastic comment,
Yeah.
because all I typically see is like, oh, dude, that hook is slower, or it's like getting there, like look at my back foot. You know what I mean? There's always ways to improve. So obviously these guys are making a lot of progress in the gym, and they're feeling awesome about themselves because they should be confident going in there. So like, oh, this is sick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it out there, and then but that's what happens. This is just the game.
I think
know?
it's
And
the difference is you have no ego.
Yeah, it's probably that. Probably that.
You know what I mean? When you go to fight, there's just no ego. Or when you're training,
again,
no ego.
That the ego is a good thing in the ring.
It's
know?
great in the ring for sure. And so this is the stuff you
Facts.
can't, like, if it's playing into them getting ready, like this whole mindset, everyone's against me, I'm gonna prove. That's
Yeah,
fine.
100%.
Use it. Fuel
Which
it.
makes
You know what I'm
sense,
saying?
yeah.
Fuel
Yeah.
you. Use it. Whatever. But I don't know about the sitting on a park bench writing poems in the notebook line here. Some people just don't have a clue and will never understand.
Classic JJ.
Classic JJ there. Put it on a
Classic.
postcard. Now, here is JJ's response to the next day.
Yes.
By the way, unprompted, both these. Nothing said to
Yes.
JJ. But hey, when you get one member of the prime team, I guess you get both of
Oh
them.
yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Defend your Logan
I love
brother
that.
in real time. But
Facts.
this is JJ's response a day later, coming with the troll. He said, can't wait for and again, I knew this was to me when he said the breakdown, because everybody else just reacts. But your boy, you know what I'm saying? We do a little more than that over here in the breakdown. So he got close to tag the channel, but
Oh, close.
he got
Come on,
close.
JJ.
Come on,
Show
you
us
gotta
some
tag,
love.
gotta tag the channel.
Come
But
on, bro.
here's the 1 second. Do we want to go ahead and try to break this down 1 second? I mean,
Let's
he's
go,
challenging
let's
us
go,
at this
let's go.
point.
Come on now.
What are you saying?
I'm trying to hear what's being said.
Something straight?
So here's the thing. Couple things
Go ahead.
that I notice. Obviously, JJ is stepping forward.
Mhm.
He's looking confident, like he just did something good, number one. Number two, our man over here on the right is fixing his headgear. That means he just got hit.
Got hit with something.
Okay, so the fixing of the headgear, and he's resetting.
And he's resetting.
JJ's
That was the thing I was
and
going to
he's
say. And he's resetting. My
And he's
man's
resetting,
going
and he's
here
stepping
and then coming
backwards.
backward. That's the deal. Either he got, and again, I don't know how much of an indicator it is, but you do see what JJ does after he throws a right hand. You see him kind of rolling back to his right side as if he's thrown it, gotten
Yep.
over that left foot, and now he's coming back to the right side.
Look at that little front foot twisted in right there. Look, yeah. Walking forward. This is what's
foot
happening to
twisted.
me. This is like
Go
a
ahead.
reminiscent of our sparring match right here when it was
Oh,
starting
yeah,
to go
when he
bad
was,
for
yeah,
me.
when he's starting to.
Well, look at this guy. His hands
Board
are
on.
down, his feet are crossed, right? Fix the headgear, reset.
Right.
And
That's
what are
what-
they doing in the back? Was the coach waving? What is he doing?
Yeah, he's
See him?
saying, "Come get
See
him,
his-
come get him." Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why.
And he said,
See, JJ's feeling it, bro. He's been doing good in the gym. He takes a little clip of him cracking somebody. Is like, break this down, sucker.
break that one down. Fool.
Prime time in the house. What's up? Dude,
First off,
for real.
People thought that this was me, legitimately.
What?
They thought this was me because they were like, "Why would Jay?" And this is, I mean, It's not a crazy leap in logic. Why would JJ just come out and start, subtweeting Wade? That must be him in the video. He must be doing the Be a Fighter series. He's in there sparring with JJ.
Oh my gosh.
They went Stretch Armstrong with it. But of course, no, that's not me. I'm here and home in California. But JJ said, hey, man, go ahead, break this one down. Threw the little light jab out there. You know what I'm saying? A little light jab.
I feel like my breakdown was good.
That was solid, dude. That was A+. You even saw Alexi in the back doing his hand wave. That's W.
Yep, and the headgear fix. That was a huge
headgear fix. I the first thing I saw was him backing up and resetting. I was like, oh no, someone got hit. So fair play to him. Now I had to give JJ a response because what am I supposed to do? Bro? I'm not supposed to just sit here and you know what I mean. So I said, that's a lot of space between you and your sparring partner. Almost enough for me to live rent free in.
Bars.
So he didn't like that one. And again, just a light little jab because I'm not gonna go full bore off, something crazy right away. I'm just gonna.
But you gotta respond.
But I gotta give him something. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give him.
Gives you a couple bars. You gotta respond with some bars.
And he's already 0-1 against the boy on Twitter. It's not gone well for him. So he's in Game 7 mode right now, right? So he comes back.
G7, what's up?
He's shout out Fousey. He comes back with this one. He says, rent free is the only thing you can afford after Kingpin, mate. Solid line. Would have been, right?
Okay,
Sounds good. Solid line.
Okay, that's solid.
Problem is,
rent free is the only thing you can afford after Kingpin.
Bars. The problem is, KSI has a community on Twitter. And I don't know if they realize this or if anybody else does. When my name is brought up or if I'm quote tweeted, like if I'm added or if I'm quote tweeted in that community, it shows up on my notifications. So if someone quote tweets my tweet, even if it's just to the community and not as a public tweet, I see it.
So you like this?
So I just, I saw before he even tweeted this, I saw someone else say this exact thing.
Oh, so you already saw the bar.
I saw the bar and I saw where it came from, the KSI community.
So if this was live, you would have finished his damn freestyle for him.
Oh, easy. I would have hit him with
like rent free is the only thing you can afford. You'd be like,
could afford
after Kingpin, mate.
Yeah, right.
Oh, crowd goes crazy.
So I found the dude that wrote it.
No.
And you can see when he wrote it.
This. Hold on, wait. Now I'm getting it. I think I saw something like this and I didn't understand it. Obviously, me, I'm like a boomer. I'm like,
so this is the guy that wrote it.
What tweet is Wade talking about here?
Again, from the Kingpin, from the KSI Twitter.
Oh, okay. This is how Twitter works.
You see when he wrote it. You see when the king himself found it. Uh-oh.
And go back to the other tweet.
6 minutes before KSI wrote it.
Wow.
And stole it bar for bar.
He said, give me that.
He said, give me that. You be talking like I like what I like. Give me that. I know you like it how I need it back. Me in the back saying, give me. So, I planned my next move of attack. I said, come on, JJ. We still in comebacks from our community now.
Oh, wow. Bars.
Didn't you learn your lesson the last time we did this? Copy and pasting responses to me doesn't work well for you or your manager.
Oh, your manager. It's just through. Let's just roll him out there as well.
So
oh,
I wasn't
boy.
even. It was not even a hit at Mams as much as it was. I see that KSI, when he had his whole issues, started getting his account run by team or run by management, and that was kind of the line. Like, whoever's running this, no matter who it is, y'all should stop with the Twitter back and forth because you're not good at them, dude. It doesn't work well for you. But hey, man, just fun banner at the end of the day. JJ, I don't know what it is that causes these people to be so upset with me, other than I'm just critical, and I have opinions I'm willing to stand 10 toes down on.
Facts. It's more you're opinionated and you're willing to voice your opinion, and you're also not on a particular side. Because in the scene, it's very typically
team sports,
very clear.
Dude. It's team sports.
People have a side. You know, are you team YouTube? You team like pro boxer? Are you MMA community? Yep. Are you influencer? And then are you like Jake Paul or KSI? But now it's like, but if you're KSI, are you Logan Paul? It's, you know what I mean? It gets tricky. It's so like it's weird. Even tricky for like their friends. Bro.
It's tricky for them.
And for them, their friends and their own like their own closest friends
weird.
and YouTuber friends and family, it's hard for all of them. So what happens is, what I think though, it's besides all that, and what this comes down to is one thing, in my opinion, is that you are, and this is where you are different than I think everybody else, is you've been publicly anti-prime.
Ah, okay.
And that's the one thing. That's why JJ and Logan, they respond together, because it's not just about Logan's boxing or JJ's boxing or whatever.
It wasn't even about JJ anything.
Exactly. But since you're the anti-prime guy,
Which is crazy. I'm not even anti-prime.
you know what I'm saying?
I know,
though, you
but
what I'm saying.
I just...
you're not pro-prime.
I'm not like
therefore you're
guzzling
anti.
prime down my gullet every day and going, Drake prime. No, I'm not doing that.
Hey,
you know?
yo.
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm not guzzling.
But I think it's that, because you saw what happened between Logan and Jake when Jake even fairly hinted at being anti-prime, which means, Logan, I don't want you to wear the prime in my fight. Look how much turmoil that caused
Trying to
between
run a business.
his own family,
Facts.
right? And obviously this is their baby, like they say. This is the company that they built. So anything that's against it, and I think you're the one that's not afraid to say anything that you feel, honestly, about anything. So since you have had the public stuff that you talked about,
Facts, yeah.
prime or whatever, I think that's the thing. Because if that's not a thing, if you, for example, if you're like, yo guys, thanks for the prime, I swear, if like just send it to you, I feel like it would be chill. I think that's the one thing.
Send me some
that
prime, guys.
is-
I'll definitely put it on camera. Send me some prime.
See,
what we
that's
do
the
with
one
it.
thing that probably grinds them gears. You know what I'm saying? That's the little bit. Oh, this guy, we're not mentioning him. Because
Yeah.
why would you not mention somebody's name? It's the anti-prime thing. He got in a fight with his own brother about it.
Yeah. It's weird, man.
and-
It's a weird
So
leap
I
in
think
logic.
that's the whole thing.
I think it's-
I firmly believe it's that, and it's not. I don't think it's the way that you approach things. I don't think it's the way that you talk, because the whole thing that started with JJ, bro, did it start before or after you talked about prime?
I don't even know. I have no idea when. I mean, it was
No,
definitely after. All of it came out definitely after, but I don't know what started it. I think it was. I mean, it
When
probably had
you
a piece of it.
announced your relationship with Update,
Hey, drink update. It's right here. Hold on.
how shortly after that did
What we saying? Huh? What we saying?
yes, how shortly after that, did everything start to kick off?
True.
It was
yeah.
after that.
True.
It was
yeah,
not
yeah,
before.
Yeah.
And it was specifically with JJ, and then obviously with Logan, you have the Crypto Zoo stuff, you have all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the prime is that one singular thing.
It's the tying together of all things. It could be
Yes.
that. Listen,
'Cause,
regardless,
bro,
though,
you start coming at Celsius like that, I think Jake's gonna be like, "What's up? We can square up." You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. I don't think
You know
Jake.
what I'm
I don't think Jake would be as bad because it's not like it's Jake's sponsor, but it's not Jake's baby, like you said. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. It wouldn't be
If I
as
was like,
bad,
"What's
but he
up?
may-
Better
he
picks,
may-
life."
He
You
may
know, if
throw
I
like
did
a
one of
soft
those.
jab. He may not throw a haymaker.
Right. I don't think
You know?
if I was coming at like better picks or if I was coming at like Amanda Serrano, you know what I'm saying, that would probably
Yeah,
be.
now we on site.
Watch
You
out,
know
watch
what I
out.
mean?
But listen, at the end of the day, it really comes down to this. I hold no grudges with JJ. Like, I throw my little jabs here and there, but it seems like the grudge holding is only on one side. And,
I know,
and-
dude. It's so
and
intense.
It is what it is, man. Listen, some people just can't get over it, and that's fine. If that's how you live life, that's how you live life, man. I couldn't live that way. But regardless, they're entitled to their opinions, by the way. There's nothing like that. And people can say whatever they want about my breakdown abilities, my knowledge in the sport. Maybe I don't have the credentials that you guys want out of the things that I say, but the people that do have those credentials stood 10 toes down when they were asked about my knowledge in the sport. So you can go ask BJ Flores. You can ask the Face Senseis. You can ask the Vidal Rileys, the Leon Wills, the Tony Jeffries, the Malik Scotts. Like, go and ask them. Dan Hardy, Dan Barker. I mean, whoever, bro. Anybody and everyone. Ariel Helwani. Doesn't matter. But
Bars.
you don't believe them. You don't believe me. That's okay. But listen, Sensei, the question is, as we leave off, how many more people am I going to top in this team? It's gonna be.
Well, I think it's just them.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I think there's gonna be more people depending on who it is now that if this meme of me breaking down footage has come out. I think it's gonna be more and more. But regardless,
they're gonna come out.
we got the Prime card coming out soon, October 14th. We're a week away from Misfits 009.
Yes.
We're going to have to figure that out. Hopefully you're not in a game. Footage.
I know. Hopefully I don't win
know.
tonight and don't go to the championship.
Everybody pray for Sensei to not win in his semi-pro football game tonight so we can do a breakdown live.
I honestly think even if we do win, I don't think the Super Bowl will be tomorrow. So,
Well,
I mean,
either
next
way,
week. Championship.
we're going to do that. But comment section, let us know what happened in this feud. Did we come out looking like a bunch of goofballs that's sitting on our couch and eat potato chips with their shirts up? Or did some people get just a little bit too emotional? Don't have those answers, but guess we'll find out.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs.